Welcome to OC Panic Hour, an art challenge where we come up with an original character design in just 1 hour.
Each episode we have a theme and are only allowed to have 5 references.
I'm Jacey Chase.
And I'm Eld. Feel free to play along with us. Hello guys, and welcome to the OC Panic Hour with Eld and Jacey, and now the guest, our friend Hotaru. Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Panic.
Hotaru. Panic, I know.
We are so panicked.
I'm actually very panicked today because we're doing traditional art, which is not something that I am fast at or comfortable with, so this should be super fun.
Great.
Yeah, so that's actually that's actually more your comfort zone, right, Hotaru? So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
I think it's fun because me and Eld had been talking about we're trying to implement like more challenges and just kind of extra things we can do, and to make it harder for us. And I when I approached you and said, hey, do you want to do one of these? You were like, I don't know, I'm not really like super fast with digital and comfortable. And I was like, you know what? we've been thinking about this anyway. So it was actually kind of worked out perfectly, I think, in terms of like making it a challenge for us, but making it more comfortable for you, our guest, which is our goal. We don't want to. Oh man, I just got ink all over myself. This is gonna go well.
It's a good day.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it's your first time doing this. It's super. It is challenging. It is kind of panic inducing. So we do try to make our guests feel somewhat comfortable. The first time, if you come back, we're not gonna be easy on you. But
Right.
yeah, I'm
Don't
sure.
accept another invite. Got it.
Yeah, you're like, all right, cool, one and done. So I just want to say real quick, the theme. Actually, I'll introduce you first. So this is cool. This is I already got to edit shit. So Hotaru, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us. I'm really looking forward to what
Thank
you do.
for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm really looking forward to see what you do because I really like your work. If anybody wants to follow Hotaru, you can follow Hotaru on Twitch, on Instagram, on Twitter. All the links will be in the description below, so please check out her work. I really love your style. You have a really like kind of bold, like black and white line work thing that you do that I love. And when you do experiment with color, it's beautiful and really interesting. And I think your art is dope.
Color's overrated, but definitely black and white stuff.
Yeah, no, I love that. I actually, I really enjoyed black and white art too. And I don't do it that much. And when I see your work, I get really inspired. Okay, cool. I'm excited. Are you guys ready to like get started and start drawing?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel you. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna start the timer that'll show up on the video, but also I'm gonna start the timer on my phone. Let me see how well I can sync these two things up because
Need some extra hands.
I do. Let me
Get Riley over there. Maybe she can help.
start. Okay, let's go. We have an hour. I'm super nervous.
Okay. Okay.
I know. It's nerve-wracking. I've never done this traditionally. We've never done this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm fast enough. I don't even know where to put my references. I'm used to having everything on screen. I printed them out to try to like make my life a little easier. And I actually too. I came up with a really ambitious idea for this.
Wait, have we started? Like,
Yeah, we started.
Oh, okay, cool.
You
I was
missed
like,
seconds, Eld.
30
Am I-
seconds you've missed.
am I allowed to start? Because I was doodling a dog, to be honest.
That's great. I did a little doodle this time too on a sticky note as well.
Aww. I hate my least favorite thing about traditional art, right? Is the sound. I hate the sound.
I know
of
what you
the
mean. I always feel
pencil being drawn.
self-conscious when I'm recording or like
Yeah.
or streaming, and then like when I go through like all my colored pencils, you just hear this like horrible like clinking sound. I'm like, what? This is so
Yeah.
noisy. No, I feel you. It's such a weird thing I never thought about before I started like streaming and recording. I was like, why is this so weird? Oh man, I am super nervous about this. I don't know.
Once I get my proportions down, I'll be okay. But right now, oh dear.
Yeah, that's usually where we're kind of at is like, it's like that getting the pose right in the beginning, and putting it all together is like that. If you can do that quickly, it kind of dictates how the rest of everything goes.
Yep.
And if
And
you can't, it's panic.
it can take like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, not for you though.
yeah. I usually have the luxury of being able to edit my posts, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Digitally.
Digitally. And you can't do that on paper.
No, you
You
can't.
can. It's an eraser.
Yeah, but, oh, I don't have an eraser. Hold on, there
Oh
it is.
no!
Oh, what?
There it is.
Wait,
I
I
just
don't
used
have...
mine.
Yeah, I'm already erasing like a ton. And I'm also trying to figure out. I have a rough pose reference, but the hands are. I'm changing the hands from my pose, so I have to try to. Account for that. And
I have my reference on my computer that is like to the left of me. So every time I want to look at it, I actually have to turn my whole head, and it's very distracting.
that's why I printed mine, because I thought of that. Can you put it on like your phone or something and just look at that really quick? Or
My phone is out of battery.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's an extra challenge. You simply want me to no reference and then just die.
Oh my god,
That would
Mikey's
not
IMing
end
me
well.
like, do you want lunch? And I'm like, no! I'm recording a paddock hour! Paddock, I don't have time to eat, or think, or talk to you. Poor Mikey.
But doesn't food sound good?
I
Doesn't
mean,
it, Jacey?
are you trying to sabotage me? Like, yeah, go!
No, not at all. Yes, I am.
Waste time. Go eat lunch in the middle of this.
I mean, Mikey could bring it in. Feed you.
I mean, I barely have time to, like, think, but yeah. Oh, I can't get the hand right. I played myself with not having a good hand reference. I may change what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what? Forget that. We're not even doing that with the hands. We're gonna do something else. It's gonna be fine.
I wanted a pose of someone sitting,
Yes, no hands. I figured out. Sorry, go ahead.
and I couldn't like find anything that was like fitting to the theme.
Mhm.
So out of all like the death-related stuff I have, there's just a Superman
Oh
sitting
yeah,
in
you
the
never
chair.
actually related or introduced the
This
theme,
does not
did you?
fit.
We didn't. I just thought of that, and I was gonna be like, "Oh, we never introduced the theme, so we're gonna have to record something and edit it in later." I was trying to like not mention it, but now it's funny because it'll be like,
Sorry.
No, it's funny. So
Like
yeah,
Hotaru strikes again.
you're totally fine. I was about to say like, "Oh, we should introduce the theme," but like it's already been like 5 minutes, so I'm like thinking it's a weird time to do that. So yeah, let's talk about the theme. So did you guys I don't want to like give too much away about what I'm doing or ask you guys too much about what you're doing, so I kind of like the surprise. But were you guys inspired by kind of like the figure death, or just the concept of death itself, like death and dying?
Concept.
So
Definitely
yeah,
the concept.
the things I associate with death most, depending upon the different fantasies and books and whatnot, is
Okay.
kind of what I'm putting together.
Cool. I'm excited to see what that means to you guys.
Especially like the kindness of Sandman's death. We'll see if that comes across.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that character. I really need to read that because it's the character designs in that are so cool and have me so interested. Okay, let's see if I can pull off. I'm picking something super ambitious. I'm kind of conveying sort of two ideas related to death. So I almost... I don't want to say I have two characters. I'm kind of drawing the same character twice, though. So this is super ambitious.
To prepare for the episode with finding references, I googled death. I looked at pictures from Google Images and was like, what do people think of death? And I didn't want to do like a death character.
Right. Yeah, me neither. I feel like we could be really cliche.
Instead, I decided to have a character who is faced with death.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm really curious about what you're gonna do, because I feel like sometimes you take these ideas, Eld, and you just like completely, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of like dissect them and like subvert them, and I'm curious. Like, your warrior was really cool.
Oh yeah,
We
no,
did
that's fun.
a warrior character, and Eld basically came up with a character who was like just about to become a warrior by not really by their choice, but like through circumstance. And I was like, wow, like that was cool. That was a really cool
That's
way to
awesome.
approach that. Yeah, it was sort of a reluctant warrior, which is cool, because I think sometimes it's really easy to take a theme like these, and then just like, you know, immediately go to like the most cliche thing you can think of, you know. And I try not to, but sometimes you land there just because you're like, I
Of
don't
course.
know. Or sometimes it's fun.
Cliche is good.
Yeah,
You
sometimes
know,
it's just super fun. That's what you want to
it's
draw.
yeah, it's cliche for a reason.
Yeah, that's true too. But I'm impressed, because like a lot of times, like I said, you kind of take the concepts and just sort of do something like really unexpected with them. All right, cool. We are like 9 minutes in. I feel pretty good, actually. I've got like some very rough, like what's it called? I was gonna say like bones, skeleton, foundation,
Structure.
structure. Yeah. I know it makes it sound like I'm drawing bones. I'm not drawing bones, but
Aw, but bones are fun.
they are fun.
I have never drawn a skeleton.
Really?
Oh, you should do
Yeah.
that.
You learn so much doing that.
Yeah, I should. There's my answer.
All right, Eld, I know what I'm requesting next time you stream.
Okay.
Yes. A skeleton on a background.
Oh, I know that someone, won't mention names, have requested a background, so you know.
Yeah.
Wonder who that might be.
Yeah, I wonder too. Okay, oh wait, I don't know. Shoot. I like came up with like an idea on how to hide the hands, and then I realized it might not work with what I'm doing. Maybe. I don't know.
Doing it the cheap way.
Oh yeah. Just like I like every time they're like, I don't want to draw hands. I'm just gonna draw paws, and I was like,
Cheap.
Oh,
that's how you
that's a
became a furry.
Great way.
I am officially a furry now because hands.
It's
Am I
easier to
right?
draw, yeah. Except I feel like furry feet are the hardest thing to draw. I gotta
Yes.
give the furry community mad respect for figuring out how a cat person with like a combination of a cat paw and an actual human foot like would look, because they've done so much problem solving and like creative work, man. That's impressive.
All furries should also be D&D players. Just saying.
What was that?
All furries should also be D&D players. Just
D&D
saying.
players. That makes sense.
I find this oddly relaxing.
Yes, join the dark side.
Yes, I have actually been practicing doing my traditional art the past like 3 days because I've been so nervous about this. Because I haven't drawn a traditional piece in at least a year and a half.
Oh,
Wow, that's a long time to just like
Yeah, it
dive
is.
into this. Okay.
I get really stressed trying to do digital stuff, but the physical media I could just keep drawing forever.
I used to like doodle a lot with my friends in school, and I really miss just doodling on paper with friends. You know, it's a nice social thing to do.
Yeah, it is a nice social thing to do. I used to like passing around drawings and kind of adding to them, and
Oh yeah,
which
those
you
are
could still
fun.
do digitally, but it's just, you know, it's not quite the same experience.
Yeah, my sketchbook is just filled with like ridiculous stuff. Like me and my friend would like have a game where we added one feature to a character
Yes.
together every time, and we made a thing called like there's the egg fairy. She's the mother of all eggs, and the eggs have like super long, skinny legs sticking out of the eggs, and they're wearing overalls. And like the whole thing is that her whole job is to prevent the eggs from falling downstairs because they're so clumsy. Like, what the hell is that? You know?
Oh, that's great.
And the egg fairy is an egg.
I actually wanted to try. You guys know that game? It's called like Exquisite Corpse game or something, where you take a piece of paper and you fold it so you can only see the top portion. You draw the head, and then you fold it over, and then you hand it to the person. They draw the torso, then they fold it over, and then the next person draws the legs. I kind of want to do that on stream and figure out like a way to template it so we don't see each other's work, and I think that'd be really fun to do.
Yeah.
Well, easy. Just make cover it with a black square.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured. We'll just kind of have like a base and then work on it. I think that'd be super fun. And we could multi-stream it, but it could be even fun to just like pass the file around for like, a week or something, and just like, oh yeah, I got
completely forget about it.
Yeah, I got this file from Eld, and then it'd be cool. Okay. I need to not waste a lot of time on details, I think.
So how far have you guys gotten?
I'm getting there. I have my entire pose down, and I'm working on sort of the clothing a little bit, and I need to work on the face, but
I am inking.
You're inking?
Oh, wow.
What?
The thing is, I just do an extremely rough outline and then add detail with inking.
Okay, but still.
I don't have that inking skill at all.
I'm
That's
gonna
my only
try to
skill.
ink. I'm gonna try to ink mine, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm I'm not sure I have time
Oh,
Oh
no.
wow.
to ink.
Well, you were talking about watercolor or something, correct? Like,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do Copics.
Copics, that's what it was. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Promptly forgot. So,
Okay.
are you intending to try and ink after, or just do Copics, period?
Oh shoot, I don't know actually, because I have to let it dry if I'm inking, right? Like, and then before I put in the marker, I probably should do the marker first.
It doesn't take that long, usually. You could also do, you could do the lining after if you wanted, because it's not necessary, depending on the piece, of course.
That's true. I might not need to line it. I kind of feel like it'd be cool to have some like sort of bold line work on this, but I don't know. I'm not like
It's your
super
concept.
worried. Yeah, I'm just trying to think time wise, like what I can actually manage. We have like 45 minutes left right now.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Oof, man. Okay.
I have started inking.
Yeah.
You started inking already? Oh man. I may have been too ambitious with my idea. I'm gonna say that too. This might not be something that I can pull off. We'll find out.
I think you got this.
Thanks.
They usually do.
Yeah, I try. I panic at the end, and then I kind of like I get like real like rough with colors and stuff. So this will probably be like that, where it's just like, like a last minute kind of a thing.
My least favorite thing about doing traditional is the inking part, because I feel like there's no going back.
Yeah, it's true.
Happy little mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I actually feel like it kind of makes me commit more, which is what I like about this challenge, that it's timed, but it's also what I like about traditional art is you have to commit when you have a time limit or you have permanence, and this is both. So that's because normally I kind of like to sort of take my time, with inking.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna get the chance today.
I'm trying to avoid doing that thing where you don't breathe while inking.
Oh yeah. Because I always think of it like I'm a sniper. You gotta hold your breath, like to be steady. I always think of that. I'm like,
My hand is
I'm
so
like on a
shaky.
mission.
I'm like guiding my hand with my other hand by now. Like, I'm just gonna hold my hand still.
Okay. There's so many details that I have to add to this that I'm like, I'm not sure I'm gonna get to.
I'm going simple like always.
Yeah. Some of
Sometimes
the
you just
details.
gotta go simple.
Some of the details that I've come up with are, they're like important to the character to such a degree that like I have to get them in, or it won't read as well what the character is supposed to be, you know?
I have to draw 2 circles, like 2 whole circles, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that.
What?
What? Like, do they have to be perfect circles, or what's
Yep.
what's the challenge? I got you.
Oh.
I mean, you could use a tool if you have anything you can trace a circle with.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I
Maybe
actually
just
take
waste
my
time
mic
trying to
stand
find it.
sometimes. It's got like a big circle, like a big round base, and I'll take my mic stand and.
Oh, that's not a good. That's not a good foot. I mean, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake my hand out and look for something circular,
this is
the
already
same
messy.
size.
This is already super messy.
Is this the same? Oh,
I don't know
that's
how I'm gonna
right.
color this. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that with my inking
circle?
tool. Yeah, like tracing a circle. I'm just gonna wing it.
Oof. Why was I so ambitious with this idea?
Because you were inspired.
I was inspired. This is a cool theme. Thank you for suggesting it.
Got a little bit of graveyard vibe. It was not that far out of my wheelhouse.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I think it's fun that you know, like I said, that we kind of ask our guests to give us like a theme and kind of, you know, like you should be comfortable because this is scary to do for the first time. It's a lot of pressure. Nobody really knows if they're going to be able to do it in an hour, and you know, it's kind of helpful the first time to pick something that you're really comfortable with. Our first theme was drag queens, which I wasn't necessarily comfortable with, but we thought about it for like 2 weeks before we did it. We kind of.
Those were glorious.
Oh, thank you. You good, El? What's going on?
I can't draw circles.
Oh no.
Okay. I'll fix it in post. I'm gonna pull out my thicker line work stuff so I can just, you know, hide it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Haha, not a circle. I feel like this is extra challenging because we're actually recording this.
Yeah, as I say, this talking while drawing thing is rough.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it
and
super
I'm,
is. I just got super focused on what I was doing for a second. It was just kind of like.
I also have like my camera is like right above, and it's attached to my lamp, which is like slightly protruding out. So like the lamp is where my head usually would be. So everything is at a slight angle for me.
Oh,
Oh,
So I'm just
jeez.
moving my head around. Like, is this okay?
Yeah, I've done a lot of top of head recordings. I know what you mean. It was funny talking about the focus thing though when we were streaming one with Kale, and I was like trash talking, and he was so wrapped up in what he was doing, like he didn't even respond, and I was like, oh my god, he's not even threatened by my trash talking.
Yeah,
Like-
there's a lot of trash talking. on
Yeah.
here.
Only. I mean,
Only at the end, really. But
I
I'm
was
just
gonna
like,
say
I'm
only
done.
only with you. Like you started, man.
I'm a trashy person.
It's.
Let us dry for a moment. Come on, dry, please.
No, I think
No.
I think it's more like just the nature of like you talk trash with, you know, Ty, because Ty's one of like your best friends, and I don't know, man. Cal needs to stop with like being so good at line work. So it's just like,
Yeah.
how's
You
he
should dial
that
it down,
fast?
dude.
That was the trash talk. So like I was like laughing about it later with him. I was like, dude, I was like talking trash about how I'm gonna get faster at line work than you, and you weren't even listening. He was, oh, I was too busy just being really fast at line work. I was like, man.
burn.
Yeah.
I think like one of my early trash talk about Kale was like, ugh, Kale is so good at line work. He and his amazing beard. I hate him. He's so handsome. That's my trash talk.
Yeah. No, it's like complimentary trash talk, I know.
And at the end, I'm just like, oh, I'm done. How are you guys?
Yeah, Eld like had his feet up and was
I'm
eating
so
candy.
relaxed right now. Gentle trash talk.
That's almost worse, though. I'm so relaxed. No, no, it's panic
It's
time. Why?
panic hour, and you're just like, I'm
You never
fine.
panic. It's so frustrating.
You were
We
a
panic
little
like the
nervous.
first. Yeah, we panic like in the beginning, and then we settle, and then we're like, oh wait, this is easy.
I still panic sometimes at the end. It depends. It depends on what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what though? I have to say, a couple of the times that I didn't panic, I also really didn't like my character that much. So I think there's something too. Like, I need to step up my game a little bit.
I'm gonna be right back. I have to wash my hands. They're so sticky and
Oh
so
no!
No.
Good luck. Good luck.
Panic.
I'm actually drawing a character that looks a little panicked right now themselves, so it's fitting.
Panicking death.
Yeah, you know.
Oh no. But death is not a bad thing. Do not panic.
I mean,
I know.
you know, when you're kind of faced with it, you can be panicky.
Oh yes, absolutely. After we're done with this, I'm probably going to go find some Reapers to look at.
Nice. Okay. How much time do we have left? Oh wow, we're 37 minutes.
Oh gosh. That is not what I wanted to hear. There may not be any color in this.
I mean, if it fits for the character, that's super fine. If it doesn't, then you totally would be the first person to fail our challenge. No pressure.
Okay.
Yep.
What's happening?
Hotaru just said that she's not sure if she's gonna get to color, and I said if that fits for the character, no problem. But if not, you'd be the first person to fail our challenge.
That's me.
No
Well,
pressure.
Asana didn't do a full body.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's part of a character. Come on now.
He like intentionally
actually-
cut it off to
Ah.
have time for like lighting effects. So
Oh,
it was
Yeah,
it was
and
kind of
also
a good choice.
The whole like scenery looked better cropped than if it
Yeah,
was a full body.
it definitely worked. It was a stylistic choice. Just
Yeah, a lot of-
convince us that your lack of color is a stylistic choice, and
I mean, that's pretty easy, except for the fact that I already admitted I originally intended to use color.
just like
It's
throw
okay.
down one little splash of color. You got this.
There's like a difference between like planning and figuring out that it won't work, you know?
That's true too. Yeah, we're
Like,
teasing, but
with
we're
a-
not actually. I'm not actually as competitive about this whole thing. I think
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
just
competitive.
for
I just
fun.
like I just like egging it on.
You just like bragging. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You just like everybody to know how awesome you are.
Of course, it's me.
Wow.
The cool thing
No.
is, I think for my piece, it's gonna. Oh man, I don't know what happened. I like smudged the heck out of the pencil, and it won't even erase now. Is that a thing?
no.
What's happening?
Yeah.
It's like so smudged. All right, well whatever.
It's an awful thing.
Ooh, that's a
Sometimes
sound.
it's just really buffed into the paper, you know?
Apparently. Okay. Alright, I don't have time to really sit here and erase all these pencil marks. Just, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, my character doesn't have legs, so that helps.
That does
Oh,
help.
hmm.
That does help. Let's see. Whew, man, this is ambitious. What did I do to myself here? I don't know. I picked an idea that I like, but
I say, are you still happy with the idea?
I am. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's turning out well. And
Then it's a success.
Hey, where's my ruler? I should have found my ruler. I have one ruler and it's covered in paint, covered in clay, never used as a
oh,
ruler.
oops, I forgot to draw.
Oh,
the
there it
lines.
It's not even straight anymore.
This
mean-
ruler is then of no use.
It's good as a not ruler.
Oh man, there's like Mikey clearing his throat in the background. Cool, babe. Thanks for the audio. The audio treat.
I didn't hear it, so I
Oh,
pointed
there
out.
you
Oops, that's not. Whoopsie daisy.
I always do this where I'm like,
How much time do we have left?
33 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a second to dry, do some erasing, and then hopefully add more detail.
I've learned so many times that I should wait until the ink dries to erase stuff.
Yes.
But you know, I'm just so impatient and I never learn.
Same.
I never learn. That's why I don't really do traditional. I like sketching, but I don't like inking because, like, you have to patience.
Yep.
You have to have skills.
Yep.
I have,
I
like,
feel all that.
half of that.
I feel that on a deep level. Alright, I got all my pencils down, I think. Finally. I feel like I should be adding more detail to this character, but I just don't have the time, so we're just gonna roll with what we got here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna ink him. Like, I guess. I don't know. Should I color first? Maybe I should color first, because we have 32 minutes. And I think I'd feel better if I just at least had some color down. If I didn't get to inking, there's pencil marks here, you know what I mean? Like, pencil lines would probably make it work. How are you doing, Hotaru?
Yeah, how you doing?
I just erased some black, but it didn't smear, so that's a bonus.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah.
That is good. It's important. Okay, oof, man. This is... Okay, I'm trying to, like, erase just enough that I can get marker down without it being, like, a mess. But I don't want to spend, like, a million years, like, erasing all this, like, the smudges that because there's a lot of smudges. Like, I made a mess of this. I don't know how. I'm just not... I'm a messy artist. That too. I'm a little panicked, and I'm just naturally, like, just a very messy person, you know?
Same.
So it's just, like, traditional art is rough. Okay.
I think it takes a lot of practice to not mess with some of it.
Yeah, I agree. Right, I'm trying to get some colors out that I think I'll be using. Oof, man, this is hard. I should have done this ahead of time. Figured out my color choices.
I'm smart.
Yeah, you are smart.
I even did a color test to see if it looks good on camera.
Oh god, that was such a good idea.
And guess what? Looks great.
Looks great. Okay, well that's good.
You crazy streamer people.
Okay, I mean, I've used Copics on... I didn't test it on this paper, though, but I've used Copics on stream before. Okay, I can't worry about all this pencil, can I? It's so dirty. Like, my whole page is so dirty.
You can
And then
always
you
just start
erase... What did you say?
You can start over.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. 30 minutes and 20 seconds. You're right.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, I got this. Oh man, I'm super nervous. I got this. Luckily, so even though my idea is very ambitious, I think it's the color-wise, I'm gonna be okay. Hopefully, like I don't have too much going on, even though it's ambitious. Like the drawing was ambitious, but I feel like the color is fine. The color is pretty simple. Well, that's not even entirely true, but
Color is never simple.
yeah, there's just part of it is very monochromatic. I'll say that.
Oh.
Same. I'm going for some bleak colors to fit, you know, the theme.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh man, I feel bad for my character. He's not having a good time. He's really not having a good time. He's, I would say, anxious and irritated.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I find it very amusing. I have a friend who, whenever she's like having a rough day, she would like draw her characters in a bad situation, like putting her pain in their existence. And I'm like, I could never do that. My babies.
They're your babies.
You know.
I feel too bad for them.
Yeah, I would. I would be like, oh, what am I doing? I'm a horrible dad.
Aww. I like the other day that you were talking about, like, people ask you if you're a sad character, like, oh, were you feeling sad? You're like, no, I was really happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, characters get sad, though.
Yeah, it's storytelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Game for storytelling.
Okay, I'm doing okay.
Oh, I'm so upset that it looks so dark on camera because
Oh, no.
I don't know, my camera is bad. So I remember like a friend being like, "Did you record this during the night?" I'm like, it's so dark. I'm like, no, that's just my camera. It's sucky. It's cost like I don't know, like $2 or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it takes a lot of lights to, like, get, like, especially the worse your camera is. It's just...
Yeah, I have so much light. It's crazy. It's like hurting my eyes.
Oh, no. Yeah, I need to get more lights, I think, for my setup. It's not bad. I mean, you can see what I'm doing. It's just...
And you have a very light room.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know, there's a lot of light bouncing around. I'm in a basement.
Yeah, that definitely has an impact. Okay.
Got a nice window, but it very much varies depending upon the weather.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have to keep
Yeah,
mine
it's kind of
closed.
overcast today, so it's a little darker in my room right now.
Same.
But it's always weird to me when it's like my friends from the other side of the world, they're like, it's pouring rain. I'm like, it's pouring rain here.
You're in the same universe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you sure you live there?
I don't know.
Stop.
That's like the whole thing with like internet friends is they can be lying. And sometimes what they say is just so outrageous that you just go, you must be lying. There's no way. And I do that to my like American friends. I like tell fake facts about Norway, and they believe it. Like they're outrageous.
Yeah, that sounds like
They're
us. That sounds like us. We're gullible. I think it's just like we are kind of isolated from this world, so we don't know a lot of things. You know, like we're not taught a lot of things, so.
We're not taught a lot of things, and we have so much space that we kind of stick to what we are.
Yeah,
rather than looking outside of it, which is very sad because the world is the world and is all interconnected.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think like we have a lot of different, like I say this a lot too, like we have a lot of our own like different pockets of culture from like, because we're such like a big country. That I think that
that's why everybody in my region says yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Wait, where are you from?
I'm in the Midwest.
Oh, that tells me nothing.
Minnesota.
Okay, cool.
That's
yeah,
where
there's a
John's
lot
from.
of like, there's a lot of Scandinavians in Minnesota. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of people say yeah.
I was originally from North Dakota, and there's a lot of Germans there.
Yeah.
A lot of Norwegians.
That's the thing. We're everywhere. That's like a whole like inside joke with Norwegians. Like we're everywhere. No matter how far away you go from Norway, you will find other people. I was in Greece once. I met my teacher.
Oh,
Wow.
And her family that I'm friends with was like, oh, hello, teacher. How you
Okay,
doing?
we have 25 minutes left. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up.
I feel like this is too bright. I don't want to test it out, you know, like I have like one like
And I'm
skin
not gonna
color
ink
thing,
this.
and
I'm
I
already
feel like
sure
it's
of it.
oh, too bright. Where's my stuff? I'm gonna rummage through my stuff.
I'm glad I didn't spend time inking this, actually. That would've
Here's
been-
my test paper.
That would have been rough. Okay.
I don't get people who actually don't have test papers. They
Yeah,
just
I have
put
test
down.
paper. I'm pretty familiar with the colors I'm using right now, so I'm not spending the time. But yeah, I always have test paper.
Okay, there we go. That's what I want.
If by test paper you mean lots of paper within reach, sure.
Oh man. Okay. The time limit is like killing me because I'm trying to be careful and I'm trying to.
Wait, how much time do we have left again?
24 minutes.
Seconds.
Okay.
24 seconds.
Yeah.
It's over. You failed. Okay. Oh man, what am I doing next? What colors am I doing with? I don't know anything right now. Panic. I I really don't know what colors I'm gonna go with. I guess I'm actually kind of like limited like color palette wise, you know, with so I only I mean it's a lot of markers, but it's you know, it's I have like 24 markers or something, which is like
They
a
also
lot,
have to
but
be
also
within a pretty like close range for them to blend as well.
right.
So
Yeah, so it's I'm trying to like I'm trying to just sort of figure out what I
I
can
just found out
do.
that my markers make my my ink bleed.
Yep.
oh no.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that. I did a
Well,
test and everything, and I didn't do it then.
Oh no. How much
It
time
knew.
did you
It knew what
let
it was
it
doing.
dry? Yeah. When did you let it dry more in your test? Because that might be why.
I did like a bunch of tests where like I drew it immediately after. I gave it like a minute, 5 minutes, everything, you know.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess it's just because it was such a small dot and there's a lot of liquid in these markers.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with that color, like a light color, maybe. Not sure. Man, I do not know what I'm doing. This is fun. Okay. It's like
All
we're all
right,
just
let's
like and like quiet.
thing.
I'm just laughing at how I'm holding my pen like this to like make it as straight as possible. Just waited till you see the video. It looks ridiculous.
Oh man.
I have really, really shaky hands, like it's crazy. Like I can't if you tell me to like hold a fork and hold like a tiny lettuce on top of the fork, it will drop off immediately.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't think
See,
of this color.
that
the
I
hair
understand.
color.
Salads are the devil because of that.
Yeah. Oh, I should eat a salad. I haven't eaten anything healthy. It's like the summer on Norway. We have like this, like we're not supposed to eat candy during the weekdays, only the weekends and all that.
Oh
That's
really?
kinda
But
cool.
Yeah, makes
that's not
sense,
a
actually.
that's not a rule during the summer. You can eat whatever you want in the summer. So you know, my breakfast was an ice cream.
Wow.
Ooh.
I love that you're
But was
basically
there
like
pie
12.
with the ice cream?
Ooh, yeah,
Yes.
pie.
Especially now that I don't have my beard. Actually, it's growing in now. I
Yay.
have the stubbles again. Thank God.
One time when I was a little kid, I asked my dad, "Can I have ice cream for breakfast?" And he was like, "No, have cereal." So I just put cereal in my ice cream. Like looper.
Good.
I figured it out. I'm a genius. Okay.
I mean, I don't really get cereals. Like, there's so much sugar in it. Anyways, pretty much ice cream, but like,
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah.
no.
It's
I like cereal like mini wheats
Me
and
too.
stuff that doesn't have a ton of sugar. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mini wheats
Like,
and
how
I
do you-
also Rice Krispies cereal. I eat a lot of.
yeah.
That's like one of the lower
I-
carb cereals, believe it or not.
I
Really?
eat Cocoa Puffs. I have no idea if you guys have it.
Yeah, Cocoa Puffs.
We do.
Cool. Ours is a bit more healthy than yours.
Oh yeah, I buy it.
Which
Yeah,
would probably
because
make
like
me
you know
like them
it's
more.
targeted
Yeah.
towards children, and like the government doesn't really like unhealthy food towards children. So I'm amazed at how like much like, especially like brand deals,
Mm-hmm.
the unhealthy brands get. Like they're like, oh, here's Shrek on the label. Eat
Yep.
up, kids.
Yep.
Like, are you sure?
I need
Are
to,
you sure that's a good idea?
I need a color to make this character's shirt, and I do not know. You know what?
Oh, I'm so annoyed at
I
the
think I got it.
smudge.
Oh no, that's the worst.
I'm gonna pull off my freaking white paint to see if I can like cover it up.
Good luck.
Oh god.
You have 19 minutes left to figure this out. How you guys doing? Where you at?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any color?
Hey, there's
down?
color.
Yeah. You didn't fail. Good job. Ooh. And we're done with that.
Yeah, my pencil, not my brush is so long. It's ridiculous. Like, it's supposed to balance it out. No, it's like going against everything. It's touching everything. It's so long. I feel uncomfortable.
Oh no.
I should just snap it off.
I think I. Hold on. I'm not done yet, but like I'm really close.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm really, really close. I feel it. It's like. I'm like kind of finishing up color right now.
See how I haven't bragged a single time during this video, aren't you?
Yeah. It's
Now
because
I'm bragging, right?
it's because you're having a hard time.
Nope.
No?
I'm technically finished.
What? No, get out of
There
here.
you go.
I've kind of been finished for quite a long time.
Get out. Get out. I thought I was like, yeah, I'm ahead. I did it. I beat Eld. I beat him. Nope, apparently not. Never. Yeah. Well.
Well,
What do you mean
time
you're
to
technically
cancel the whole
finished?
series.
Yeah.
I'm just fixing stuff, you know, like stuff that doesn't really matter, but you know, and the cameras definitely can't pick up, but you know.
Well, yeah, I suppose there is some stuff the cameras won't be picking up.
Yep. I've been like staring at the camera the whole time, like, what's picking up and what's not. I almost wish I drew it a tiny bit bigger, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter.
I'm like barely looking at the camera.
Cleaning up my desk a
Yeah, what
little.
size did you work in, you guys? I'm just curious.
A4.
Is it like
That's the
8.5
European
by
9 by
11?
12.
Yeah, I'm doing 9 by 12 as well.
Why do? I just use standard stuff. I got an American. I have 2 American books right now, and I'm so annoyed at them because they look so stubby to me because the European paper is longer.
That's funny, actually.
Yeah.
That's like the
I
only
kind of
thing
wish
that's-
they would standardize it more.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean it is standardized in Europe.
Yeah, I mean across
like-
everything, kind of
internationally.
like how we use, you know, imperial.
Not annoying at all.
Well, aren't we like one of like 2 countries that uses it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might even be 3, but it's it's
I don't know,
very
man.
low.
America lives in a tiny bubble.
Yeah, we do. We do have a little bubble. So, Hotaru, do you think you'll finish?
Finish, yes. Finish to where I want it.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
not.
no, never. But I get you there. Okay, we have 15 minutes left. I think I'm gonna try to ink it. I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a brush pen because I think I'll just be a little faster with it. Maybe. I could erase better. Maybe. Let me do that really quick, actually, before I get all this pen down. I'm not super worried about it though. Like if there's some pencil showing, I think, you know, it's dirty. Oh yeah, and make sure you sign it because you didn't actually
we
get
need
the
to sign it.
challenge if you didn't sign it. That's what we've been saying.
What?
That you didn't finish it if you don't sign it. You gotta sign it. Otherwise, it's
Oh
belong to
dear.
you. It's lost to the internet.
Does that
Yeah.
kind of go along with the do not steal?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
There's like no
exactly
proof of you
15 minutes.
having made it if you don't sign it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, I forgot one little
I'm
thing
just
to color.
looking through my phone, trying to get some inspiration. Look at this cute cat.
Wait, are you done?
Yeah.
So
This
you're
is
not...
my neighbor cat.
Yeah,
His
Eldkrind.
name is
This was not a
Eldkrind.
challenge.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Hey, Eld. Draw a sidekick character in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it on like a separate thing. I'm gonna do it on a sticky pad because I don't have
that's fair.
space.
Yeah, that's fair. The real challenge is one day to really stump Eld. There's been a couple episodes that he was like, I hate this, but
Oh, I hate the boy band.
yeah. But you did great. Your boy band
Yeah, I
character
did
stole
great.
my heart.
I was like, what did I do? I can't remember. I blocked it out.
No, it was great. It was very alternative.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got this. 13 minutes to brush pen. I could totally do this. All right, I gotta ask Kale. Can he ink with a brush pen in 13 minutes?
I've been using brush pens lately, and honestly, they're amazing.
They're amazing.
Yes,
I
they
didn't
are.
get them until I got one, and I'm like, where have I
Yeah.
been? I've been a
Yeah.
fool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Mine is
it's-
currently missing, but
what?
I'll probably be ordering another 3.
Good.
I have this odd
Another 3, I
thing.
like that.
It has like Lego stuff on it, so I can like merge it with my other same brand pens, so I can just go on trying to show off. Yeah, but it's like really hard. It's like not really well made. There you go. Wow, look, they're now together. It's good for transportation. Also, they look like tentacles. Like they're Lego, like tentacles.
Okay, 12 and a half minutes. Oh man. Yeah, the only thing, like, I actually wonder if I would get faster at inking if I got like some kind of a screen tablet, like screen display tablet. Because some of the best like digital inkers that I know, that's what they have, and I'm much faster traditionally inking.
I don't know, man. It all comes down. I would say, I would know. Honestly, I see like all of my friends who like can ink in real life. They get like that tablet because they think they have to, because they're always thrown traditional,
Sure.
and then they just can't do it because there's always like this learning curve.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
huge learning curve. I get that.
Oh yeah.
But I just think like some of like I mean Kale has one. Jen Bartel, who is an amazing comic artist, and her ink work is like goals. She has one, and she'll say, yeah, the tools do not make the artist, but she'll also say, it's she's seen a difference in her work getting that. But it's not like it's not going to take you from being like a not good inker to a great inker. It's just gonna make you, if you are already good at that, a little faster and have a little bit more precision. You still have to work on that skill no matter what, and the tools do not make the art good. And that's important to keep in mind, is that like better tools are not going to make you better. Practice and experience and effort are going to make you better.
Exactly.
All right, I'm trying to decide right now. I don't know if I should ink the whole thing, because there's part of it that like might look better not inked, but I don't know.
I'm so sweaty that the paper is sticking to my skin.
Oh my god.
So,
Because it's hot, just to clarify, not because you're nervous.
Yeah, it is hot. It's like humid.
Yeah.
It rained yesterday, so it's humid.
Oh man. I thought you were gonna get some relief finally from that heat.
Nope.
This is funny
No,
because this is gonna
the
air like
Norwegian
February,
summers.
and people are gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah. The Norwegian summer is super humid. So like we get heat, but like we don't like the humidity, so we just go to other countries where the humidity is lower.
There you go.
Same temperature.
so you would hate Minnesota because it gets super cold and it gets super hot with
I-
humidity.
I really like the cold. I really like the autumn and spring are my favorites, because like
Same.
it just, you can breathe,
Cozy. I love
I love
like hoodie
winter.
weather. That's my favorite
Absolutely.
weather.
I love it so much because there's no flowers and there's no allergies, and I can go out, and I can smell. I can smell
Yeah.
finally.
Oops. Okay. So I have to make a decision because I inked everything that I definitely wanted to ink. But am I gonna ink the other part? I think so. I think it'll balance it, even though that part could totally be fine without ink. Okay, so let's do that. Let's ink it.
I don't have it.
And
I
we
one
have
pair
9
of
minutes
scissors,
left.
and they're made for clay, like they're clay scissors. I don't think they're sharp enough to cut. Oh no, they can cut paper! Yay!
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cutting some paper.
And Eld
I
is
have
just going through his art supplies now and has like completely left us behind.
Feels bad, man.
Seriously. Welcome to Show and Tell with Eld.
To be
Very much.
fair, art supplies are great.
They are. I legit.
You were
don't
so
know.
nervous about this, Eld. What happened? No,
I
you're
don't know,
like,
man. I have great company. I have great art.
aw.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Jacey.
I never know if like my
Yeah,
art
Hotaru.
supplies are good or not. I know nothing about art supplies. I look at something and I go, that's cool, and I buy it. I never like do backup.
I mean, that's how
Do you
you.
have the problem where you walk into an art store and you can't leave until you get something?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's hard when you're like, I
I
only have $20. I can buy half a supply.
Yep.
I can buy one marker.
I'm going to buy this marker. Yes.
Why are markers so expensive? Like I complain about like Photoshop being expensive, but markers, holy
Yeah, markers
heck.
are expensive.
To be fair, they're expensive to begin with, but the refills are actually pretty affordable.
Well, then we just buy refills, and then use like a freaking brush to do it.
There you go.
There you go.
Inks are an option.
Life hack. Oh my god, okay. We have 7.5 minutes. I'm feeling like my character looks right now.
Oh, that's a lot of water. That's on my page.
Uh-oh.
Let's move that around.
I feel that panic too. I know what that's like.
Panic hour.
It's what it's for. Okay. Whew. I can't believe I'm inking this. You know what? I need to do more just like sketching, like idea concept stuff like this, because this is actually pretty fast.
Come to the dark side.
Seriously. I do like inking too. I like traditional inking. Like I said, I think if I got like a display tablet, I probably would enjoy inking that way. I don't know that I need it. I'm not saying that, and I would never imply that you need like some like, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 tool to make art. That's ridiculous. You can make art with anything, but I just think I would enjoy the process. It would be faster for me. I could probably.
You can make art with anything, but some things are definitely more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
very true.
I think I would beat Kale, and that's my life goal.
You know what, Jacey? Is it time to like stop talking about Kale every single time we do this?
Yeah, you know when I'm faster than him at inking. They'll be like, who? Who?
Who?
Are you an owl? Owl.
Yeah.
Owls are the best animals.
Yeah.
Dude, we have 2 owls that like each corner of the street. And like during the night, you can just hear them screaming at each other like. Oh.
That's amazing.
You buried this at night. You have to be complete silence to hear it. Silent to hear it.
I am pretty jealous.
Come to Norway. We have animals.
You know what? Someday, probably. We also have animals, but it's mostly deer.
Oh,
Same.
there's a lot of deer here. But we have moose.
Moose.
Oh, and raccoons. We have lots of raccoons.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, I want to see a raccoon in real life.
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
We
have 5 minutes, guys.
We have very like
Well,
a simple
Hotaru,
way
I know
of
doesn't
naming
care.
stuff. So we call raccoons for washing bears.
What do you
Because
call
they
them?
kind of look like a bear and they wash their food.
They wash their food. I know. Did you ever see the one where they like the video of the raccoon who was like washing it had cotton candy and it tried to wash it and it like dissolved and it was like, no, where did it go? It's so sad.
Poor
So
guy.
cute.
I know. I'm like, oh, he's so upset. Okay. I got this.
Was that an alarm?
No, I think that
was me kicking my
okay.
jacket.
Yeah, I figured that was like a ding. Now we have 4.5 minutes left. We're doing
I
good.
was like, did that time go really fast? Oh no.
That was the shortest 5 minutes I ever had. Okay,
Time to sign.
oh yeah, I have to, you read the
I'm gonna
sign.
get my pen.
I haven't signed mine yet.
Eld.
I don't like how I inked this one part.
Smiley
There's
face.
kind of nothing I can do about it now.
I don't know why I've started adding a smiley face to my signature.
Because you're happy.
I am happy.
Yeah.
That is the wrong color. That is the color in my hand.
Trying to think if there's anything else I can do to this piece. I mean, I can just keep trying to ink it better, you know, like.
Here's a photo of my cat. Wow, look at that. Look how scenic it is. It's
Yep,
right
show and
beside
tell
my
with Eld.
pond.
Eld is done.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Look how thick he is. He's a thick baby. What else do I have? Here's a photo of my cat. Here's a photo of my cat. I only have
So welcome
cat
to
photos.
OC Panic Hour with Jacey, formerly Eld and Jacey, but they had some creative differences.
Look how angry he is. He's just like Jacey.
Did you put
Ah,
angry
Look at that
eyebrows
face.
on him?
Oh, he has black hair, so he's like impossible. This is my cat when he saw a dog. Oh, you can't see his face. Oh, so annoying. Hold on, look at this. He's like freaked out.
mm-hmm.
Here's me and a doggo. His name is Billy. He's great.
That's actually a really cute name for a dog.
Yeah.
The dog.
Here's me and my cat when I had a beard. I miss that beard.
2.5 minutes left. I'm
Oh,
gonna-
that's my hand.
Oh look, me and my cat.
Oh, Eld.
Here's
Thanks
my
for
thing
making it
getting
like less painful for when you leave for school. I won't miss you.
You're
All
welcome.
this bragging, showing off. No, I'm.
That was the
I'm,
intent the whole time.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
Yep.
I'm gonna miss all your salt and your bragging and everything.
It's okay. Eld will find ways around it to be online.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Okay,
And
one
if
and a
not, we'll
half
hunt you down, Eld.
minutes ish. Okay. Oh, that's too thick.
So like watercolor pencils.
Where is my number 5? Yeah, here we go. 0.5. I got this. A minute and a half. Well, 27 seconds. Now it's like 23 seconds. Every time I talk, it's less, you know.
Time, it moves.
It does. Okay, oh shoot. Should I have done, maybe. Oh, I did the thing where I didn't wait for it to dry, because I went back with marker. It's okay. I'm not super worried about it. It's not bad. It's like subtle. Okay, that's probably fine. Let me sign it. We have 38 seconds left. I had like one thing I wanted to do and I totally forgot what it was already. Cool. Oh, I think I just wanted to like erase some of this pencil crap that's everywhere. But I could do that later. Honestly, it doesn't really. It's finished either way. 20 seconds. I hope you're signing, Hotaru.
I did just to get it out of the way.
Okay, cool, yeah. I do that sometimes where I sign it and then I'm like, okay, now let me go do some other little tedious things. 3, 2, 1!
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah. I had two alarms.
You lied to me.
I know, sorry. But, alright, so how'd you do?
Taking those 2 seconds.
Do it.
Okay.
Alright, how'd you do? Did you finish?
I'm gonna take a real bad picture of it because I don't have time to scan it because my scanner
Yeah, I was
is
just
like
gonna take a picture too.
in a pile of trash.
I was just gonna take a
Come here,
picture.
phone Discord.
Oh yeah, you're talking to us. You have to like hop off, take a picture, and come back, or
No, hold on.
Oh wow, I have a friend request. Decline.
okay, I think.
it was even a friend request. Kel like, no.
What was that?
Kel sent me a friend request.
Oh.
I was like,
Man.
no.
What? Oh wait, we were supposed to send them all at the same time. We should have told you. Hold on.
Whoops.
Oh,
Sorry.
you've done it?
Hold
Oh.
on. This is amazing.
I haven't seen it yet.
This is amazing.
Oh.
Wow. Hold on. Let me upload mine. Let me catch up.
Wow.
This is incredible, Hotaru. Hold on.
It's kind of muddy, but hey, it works.
No, it's
I did not
awesome.
expect that at all.
Alright, I'm gonna upload mine.
Oh yeah, me too.
Sorry, guys.
Yes,
No,
sir.
you're fine.
It's Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom. So, Hotaru, let's talk about yours. Oh my god. Wait, Kale, El, do you wanna?
Yes, me, Kale. Uploading.
Wow, that's
Yes!
dark, dude. That's dark as hell. Okay, let's talk about Hotaru's real quick. Hotaru, this is incredible. Okay, so yeah, I definitely get the like Death Sandman vibe. I feel like their face is like it's kind of inviting, but also a little scary, and they have like the finger like drawing you in. I love that. I love the like. I want to call them like bunny ear wings. Oh, I'm like super far from my mic. Hold up. Let me. I love all the like the growth of like there's like all this plant life and stuff. Like that's really interesting. Can you kind of explain like your concept? Because
So the whole death thing, like my family has always celebrated things wake style. So there's the death and the rebirth at the same time because you become, part of life again. So it's
that's
kind of just
amazing.
all the aspect of it is the thought and a lot of imagery that I see with death often is like ravens and skulls and whatnot. So I love the feathered feel sort of thing.
I love that. Yeah, it's really fascinating. Like, it looks like there's like this kind of like hard to define shape, and it feels like kind of like decay and rot, but also like life, and yeah, there's things growing out of it. This is beautiful. This is such a cool concept. I love it so much. There's a lot of elements in this too. I'm like super impressed you did this in an hour. You're like, yeah, okay. Is there anything that you would have done differently if you had more time?
The ink can be a little bit like there's not a lot of that much line difference compared to what I usually do. The face is very minimal, so I probably would have messed with that quite a bit more. And the not having tried the watercolor pencils before is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's hard. I think you did a great job though. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's super cool. All right, Eld. What? That's super dark.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is amazing. It's so
do you
dark.
like my sidekick character?
I do like your sidekick.
It's a little nurse.
I like that you also had time to cut it out. What, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, why are you such a show off? No, the nurse actually kind of makes it though, because it feels very. It feels sad, and it feels like I like that the nurse is very young and like that contrast of like
Absolutely.
like it's not it's far away for her that concept, but I don't know. There's almost like this weird like her arms are crossed and she's looking down, like she's not looking quite at her. There's like that like weird like sad guilt kind of thing. I really like that.
I remember watching a series on the Norwegian Broadcasting Network about a woman who lived, like she tried out living in different places, like a prison, a weird apartment, and one was like an old, like a home for elderly people.
Oh.
And she asked her, "What do you see when you look at yourself in the mirror?" Because like she was like getting her hair cut and everything, and she was like, and the old lady was, "That I'm going to die soon." I was like, "That's so sad."
That is really
I was like,
sad.
I wanted to have that reflective vibe. Get it? Reflective because it's a mirror. That she's like coming to terms with the fact that she is going to die.
Kind of also reflecting on life at the same time because we still are like I love that the elderly, at least in the US, I don't love that they're kind of ignored and put to the side because they have so much experience and knowledge that they can share. Just that reflection of that death, but also the life at the same time is I love it.
Yeah, no, it's really good. This is awesome. And it's a simple character, but it conveys a lot, I think.
Very much so.
The face is there's so much emotion in the face. Like, I really feel like you can kind of get like a little bit worried and sad, but like maybe like peaceful too. Like there's a lot of emotion in the face.
Mm,
That's impressive.
yeah.
You're really good at expressions.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. All right. What do you guys think of my character?
Danny Phantom. I
Danny
like.
Phantom.
I I like the zombie and the ghost, and they clearly have different personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm all I'm thinking is like the ghost is thinking, "What are you doing with my body?"
Yes, that was kind of what I wanted to go for, was like this concept of like the zombie is just kind of like whatever, and the sort of like shuffling day to day and just still existing, and the ghost is panicked about like the loss of control and like yeah, like oh
So real life.
what a dumb zombie. Yeah. Um yeah, I wanted it to be like clearly the same person, but yeah, definitely like different personalities. So I'm glad that
Absolutely
reads.
love those lines in your color choices as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. I mean, my color choices are really come down to I have a limited number of markers, but it kind of works. I was
know
thinking
how to work with them well.
Oh, thank you. I was thinking originally of making like his shirt like red, or like using like some darker blues for the jeans, but I thought I don't know, I've been thinking about like I want to tie color together a little better and not have things be all over the place and have things like coordinate. So I kind of stuck with sort of like I knew the ghosty part was gonna be kind of that like bluish, and the zombie skin was gonna be green. So I wanted to kind of stick in like this kind of like cool colors. I wish I would have figured out a way to incorporate pink in one more place. I originally he was gonna be holding a phone and looking at his phone, but I was having a hard time drawing the hands, and I think I would have made the phone case pink or something to like bring that back from like the little brain peeking out. But otherwise, I was pretty happy with it.
I think just the spotted color actually looks pretty good too, though.
Yeah,
And he's
thanks.
bringing attention to it, being like, "Oh, he died from a head injury." Or something.
Yeah, yeah. This one was really fun. I was like nervous about trying to fit two characters basically in an hour, because normally I don't make great use of time, but I actually think I sketch a little faster traditionally, and I ink faster traditionally. So
Is a large part of it because you can't control Z.
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't think about it, but you're probably right. Because I probably would have adjusted a lot of the proportions. I would have been like, oh, this head's a little big. Because I tend to draw heads really like too big for their body and things like that. And I just went with it because, limited time. And you kind of just go with what you're doing. So that's a good point. I think this is actually teaching me that maybe when I'm sitting down to do like concept stuff, I should sketch it on paper, because I don't need to be worried about resizing it. I can do that later. I can scan it and then do that if I want to, or redraw it in Photoshop once I've got a concept. So I think I'm going to do a lot more preliminary stuff on paper because of this. So that was really cool to learn.
Even just enough to convert that over to using it digitally that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I had no idea, but so this was totally worth doing.
Yay, panic hour.
Yeah, for sure. Every time we do a new challenge, I feel like I learn something. Like, we add a new element to the challenge. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Like, I feel like I level up a little bit. So that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Hotaru, thank you so much for doing this with us. Can I ask, so were you panicked? How do you feel about the whole thing overall, the experience?
It was pretty panicky. It's definitely... I took a lot less time than I normally would trying to get things correct and scribbled in like colors and whatnot. So
yeah, that's fair. Did you like enjoy it or learn anything?
It was enjoyable. I learned how to use watercolor pencils a little bit, or how not to use them, I guess.
That's good. Yeah. I think you did awesome. I think I'm actually like super impressed at like how many different colors you got in, and you got a ton of detail. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I would have done a lot more detail if I had time. I'm like blown away with how much detail you got in yours, because there's a lot of like texture, and there's like lines in like the all the plants.
It's just because the lines aren't super clean that it looks like texture. That's all. That's
no, but even like the paint is very like has a textured vibe. I don't know. I just think it looks great. I think you did an amazing job.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the process.
Yes, I know. When I go back and edit, this is gonna be fun to watch. Thank you so much, Hotaru. If you guys want to follow Hotaru and see more of her art, you can find her on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, at Hotaru Jra. Do you want to say your username for me?
It'll be below.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be on screen and stuff too. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, chase your dreams.
Chase your dream.
Eld.
I'm going to stop recording now.
Oh yeah, let's stop
Oh,
recording.
yeah.
I think we're